Yes, sir. You already know what time it is, man. We are back here to serve some more game on the ground for them hungry hounds. We just got the pound and are ready for the next round. So with that being said, make sure you grab your snack, a drink, your weed, whatever the case may be, because we're going to jump right into this episode. This live, this topic, whatever you want to call it. We're going to be looking at your boy Myron Gaines. One of the streams that he did yesterday, he talked about, I think, Lil Nas X. So we're going to be looking at that section, that segment of his stream, and we are going to hear what he said. It says, well, I can't really see what it says because, yeah. But with that being said, give me just a second and we are going to get into it. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Let's get it, man.
What's up, guys? Satanic rapper who mocked Jesus Christ in every song, struck with freak paralysis, never sing again. I'll say this, guys.
Struck with what?
What's up, guys? Satanic rapper who mocked Jesus Christ in every song, struck with freak paralysis, never sing again. I'll say this, guys.
Struck with a freak paralysis. Interesting.
I commented on this on X. I can't show it on screen because it wouldn't be YouTube friendly, but you guys can follow me on X and see what I'm talking about. Benny, in the year 2019, a hybrid rap and country. What's up, guys? Benny, in the year 2019, a hybrid rap and country song was dropped on the internet and broke culture. The song was called Old Town Road. Everybody had preferred. You guys remember that song, right? Really anything like it. It rode to the #1 spot on the Billboard charts for 12 weeks straight. It featured a otherwise unknown. So, guys, do me a solid, man. All right, I see a lot of ones. Guys, do me a favor and like the video. We are at 1,300 likes right now, man. Let's rally the shit up. Let's get to 2,000. I don't want to stop the show, man. I want to keep cooking. We're covering a lot of different things. We cover school shootings. We talked about gun control. We covered Kobe Kuckenstein being a bitch. We covered Nixon even admitting that Israel has no strategic benefit, which is fucking mind-blowing, right? That's a former U.S. president telling y'all that they don't have any cuck because they have positions of power. So basically, think of it this way, America, we're going to shoot these guys. Right now, pushing satanic fucking stuff, as you guys know, Lil Nas X does performances dressed as as a devil. He promotes degeneracy, he promotes, open homosexuality. He makes fun of gender norms. He makes fun of the family unit, etc. So, yeah, he's getting punished by God for his sins, bro, this dude. Rapper named Lil Nas X, who became a superstar. Lil Nas X and his song Old Town Road has 718 million views on YouTube.
You know, it's funny because I remember when that song first came out, before he turned gay and homosexual and all this weird stuff and just started crashing out. That song went hard. Everybody and their mom was bumping that song. I was bumping that song. We used to bump that song when we go play tennis. Now, after he came out as a homosexual devil worshiper, every time that song come on, boy, I skip it. Cause I don't like him. After he came out like that, I don't like him. So I don't want nothing to do with him. I haven't heard about him in a long time, and it's funny. He said that he got struck by freak paralysis, which would probably explain why I ain't heard nothing about him in a long time.
He got millions of subscribers and was rocketed.
I'll never forget that one song that he made. I don't even remember what it's called, but I remember the music video started with him dancing on the, I think on a pole or on a tree or whatever. It's supposed to be in the Garden of Eden. And this dude slid down a pole all the way into hell and started lap dancing the devil. I remember that. And that was like, what?
To superstardom almost overnight. Y'all laughing. You guys said Benny gets paid in shekels. Yeah, I think Benny is pro-Israel, which is disappointing, but what can you do, bro? All these big conservatives are, bro, unfortunately. It really sucks. But hey, we waking niggas up. 365,000 comments. One of them reads like this: 2019 was so nostalgic, man. So many memories. This was one of them. What a time. Yeah, a very different time. A time before COVID. A time before the 2020 election. A time before the BLM riots. But, well, all good things must come to an end. Mm-hmm. And Lil Nas X, who had launched a promising new genre of music, if he had stuck with it, who knows, decided to immediately become a Satanist and sell shoes made. Yep, I remember that when he put that shit out.
I remember that too. And if I also remember correctly, it had like a legit real drop of blood in it with 666 on it, which is just absolutely wild.
Of blood. Little Nas X's unofficial Satan Nikes containing human blood sell out in under a minute. Wow. What is that? Look, you got the pentagram, all that shit. Bro, this nigga's an L. Has 666.
He said this dude's an L, bro. That's facts.
The shoes, it has a pentagram. Ladies and gentlemen, it was made of human blood as well. This is great. Where'd you get all the human blood? Rapper and singer Lil Nas X launched a Satan shoe.
That's a good question. Where did the blood come from? I don't think we ever stopped to ask that question. Where did the blood come from? Because we know that many shoes he wasn't cutting himself. And if it's human blood, where did it come from? Did it come from aborted babies? More than likely, with his sick ass. Give me a second, y'all. Gotta get my laptop charger real quick. Can't make this shit up. All right, we're good.
Featuring a bronze pentagram, inverted cross, and a drop of human blood. They sold out immediately. The black and red sneakers, part of a collaboration between Lil Nas X and a Myron Tatum is pro-Israel. Yeah, I told. Bro. Here's the thing, bro. A lot of these guys that are pro-Israel.
Look,
I'm gonna keep it all the way.
I get it, bro. I get it. You know, would you quit doing that dumb shit, bro? There's bad people in Israel. I get it. But I don't want to hear just about Israel, you know. So with that being said, we're going to skip forward.
And it's been suppressed for a very long time. And most Americans don't know about it. Obviously, people are waking up now. But for decades, guys, you couldn't talk about the USS Liberty.
Jewish this, the Jewish that be wild. Man, I'm trying to tell you, I'm not trying to just hear about Jews, bro. I'm trying to hear about what happened to Lil Nas X. Apparently, allegedly he got struck with a freak paralysis, and I'm trying to figure out what. Come on now.
You couldn't talk about Nike said that it was not involved in the creation of a modified sneaker. Nike, even woke ass Nike is smart enough to say the hell away from these things. They sold for $1,000 a pair. It literally says Satan inside of the shoe. Got it? Okay, great. So thank you for confirming immediately our concerns about the music industry and how satanic it actually is, how you can only become famous if you mock Christ and Christianity, as Lil Nas X has then done in vile videos like this. I really don't even want to show you all of this because I am a Christian and it is blasphemous in the extreme. Mocking Christ, mocking Holy Communion, mocking our Lord and Savior, and ladies and gentlemen, God will not be mocked. As Kai Cenat warns to Lil Nas X, as he openly continues to defile Christian iconography, God's gonna come for you. Oh my God! Yo, Lil Nas X, you could eat my home. I hate that, bro. No, that's just part of my head.
I didn't know. I did not know that Kai went off on Lil Nas X.
Of course. Kai Cenat comes in with the
he said, bro, it sounded like you heard Nick Fuentes one time repeating everything he heard.
Oh, that bro, now what about the bro? God gonna handle you in the right way. I didn't even talk about that yet, bro. But look, God gonna handle you, bro. And you're he did. No, bro. What he did? No, bro. God gonna handle that. What did he do? Nah, bro. I'm letting anybody explain it, bro. Bro, no, he disrespectful, bro. He disrespectful. Okay, tell me how he disrespected because bro, you can't be on that bad time. I'm just sitting in the corner on bad time. Go on his page, bro.
And that dude, I don't know whoever the hell it is, but he really defending Lil Nas X is wild.
Hey, yo, he disrespect God himself. I'm sure you guys can understand. I hope if it's to translate the niggardry that's going on right now. Basically, Kaisenat inferred that God would get his revenge against Little Nas X for his blasphemous posts and disrespect of the Christian religion. I believe that's what he was trying to say there. That's
Christianity, like Christianity.
Yes, he just meant the whole culture.
He was mocking it.
Yes, mocking, making
Little Nas X, he might.
God will take care of him, says the biggest streamer on earth, Kaisenat. So what happens next? Let me begin by saying this. I don't wish bad things on people. We have a thick skin around here. I'm not calling for bad things to happen to anyone, nor am I going to celebrate it. But I will go back to the scriptures. Yeah, true. I don't celebrate this happening to him either. But, obviously, bro, you can't be out here pushing this degeneracy and then expect something to not happen. You're like literally playing with fire. Criticizing. I'm not even...
Quite literally playing with fire, bro.
Christian. But y'all are going to see me doing wild shit like this, disrespecting religion. It doesn't say that God is not mocked. Revenge is the Lord's, and we're just making observations around here, okay? So this is the news of the day. Little Nas X, this rapper who's... I can't even show you... We did a little bit of a deep dive. I mean, I can't even show you some of the stuff that he did. It is literally very... And he does, like, really provocative and disturbing performances, too, with, like, devils and shit like that. It's crazy. Sex acts with Satan. How about that? Like, sex acts with Satan. Yep. And the desecration of Christian iconography. This is the guy's entire channel. Mainstreaming this, by the way, into the eyeballs of his Gen Z and young fans.
Honestly, I would not be surprised if Satan himself entered Lil Nas X's body and was doing that. I would not be surprised if that happened. Because I ain't never seen nobody on the level of straight retardation that Lil Nas X was on. Never in my life. Now, obviously, I've seen like, I think it was the baby or was it Lil Baby? I don't remember which one it was, but he did a music video where he was on a cross with the crown of thorns and all that, mocking God. But he never went to the level of extreme. Obviously, any type of mockery towards God is extreme, but he never went to that level of extreme that Lil Nas X did.
Mainstreaming Satanism. That's what had one hit and then immediately mainstream Satanism. Well, here we go. Rushed to hospital with paralysis after suffering what looks like a stroke. Lil Nas X told his fan that he had been hospitalized. In a worrying health update on social media, the rapper 26, wearing a hospital gown and a baseball cap, posted a video from the bed explaining what's been going on. He says he lost control of his face. The right side of his face stayed completely frozen and expressionless in the video. And he says, oh my God, well.
Isn't the same thing that happened to Justin Bieber one time? When he, like, the whole, I think it was the left side or the right side of his face was just, like, dead.
Yeah, literally. Here we go.
Smell. This is me doing a full smell right now, by the way. It's like, what the f***? Bro, I can't even laugh right, bro. What the f***? Oh my God. So... Oh my God, bro.
This dude sounds gay just by regularly talking.
So cooked.
Oh, Lil Nas X says he's lost control of the right side of his face. Grammy award-winning rapper Lil Nas X reveals that he had to rush to the hospital. We got here, broski. Carter Mans 92 says, as much of a maggot Abba is, this nigga is definitely worse. Facts. This dude is worse than Abba. Because at least Abba isn't like running around and totally talking about how he's a sodomite. We got here, broski says God punishes those who mock him, there was this guy who claimed to be a prophet and that he received the revelations from Allah. That is the first problem. Second problem was he claimed he received them in the toilet. Guess where he died, broski? Yeah, well, I'm not surprised.
What did I just hear? Somebody receiving prophecies from in a toilet? Bro, you can't make this up. You can't make this up.
Life says, with all that transpired so far with Trump in office, do you see yourself voting for him or a Republican again, and why? Here's the thing. I still do think it was a superior choice to Kamala Harris. Okay, I don't regret my vote for Trump yet, but I am not happy with a lot of the decisions he's made. I will be very candid with you guys about that. I'm not happy with the super pro-Israel stance. I knew he was going to be pro-Israel, but
oh my gosh, bro, this whole pro-Israel shit has got to stop, bro. Everybody's crying about Israel this, Israel that. Bro, shut up. There is other things to worry about besides a whole other country. Damn, bro, you can't make this up. Like, I rock with Myron. I rock with Fresh, but sometimes the anti-Israel thing just gets out of hand. For real. The anti-Israel thing just gets out of hand. Like, it's almost like when he's not doing the Fresh and Fit podcast, bro, somehow Israel always gets brought up in his other streams. Always, always, always. Get off of Israel's dick. Seriously. Like, it almost feels like it's starting to become an Israel hate channel. I'm going to skip that part because I'm not trying to hear it. We're going to get back to what's going on with Lil Nas X.
Chris wrote a whole fucking paper on us, and then we got demonetized shortly thereafter. Interestingly enough. Christians believe that as a result of mocking Christ, many of his songs and promotions. Bell's palsy is trending in the U.S. because rapper-singer Lil Nas X has revealed that he's been diagnosed with Bell's palsy, which has affected his movement on the right side of his face. The rapper, who shared the video of himself in the hospital, apparently lopsided face, is receiving outpourings of concerns and wishes speedy recovery from his fan.
I don't wish him a speedy recovery. I hope his face stays exactly like that for the rest of his life because he deserved it. Faggot ass.
Bell's palsy. Okay, let's go find out. It's a condition causing temporary facial paralysis, usually on one side of the face. Results from problems with facial nerves, which controls facial expressions, taste, tear productions. Symptoms include drooping on the side of the face, difficulty opening eyes, pain around the ear. The exact cause is unknown. Facial nerves. It says that you can recover from it in a matter of months. Some individuals experience delayed or incomplete recovery, and the paralysis may be permanent.
Good.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what people are saying on the internet. Lil Nas X is having a stroke. God will not be mocked. Lil Nas X says he's lost control of the side of his face. Maybe don't mock Jesus Christ. Others saying Jesus wouldn't have cared and certainly wouldn't have cursed him with facial paralysis. This is about forgiveness. Blasphemy is one unforgivable sin. Well, that's what the comment section is saying. God will not be mocked.
That is a fact.
You better stop sniffing them drugs.
You always got that one person that says it's drugs. Always got that one person that says that it's drugs. That is hilarious.
I mean, it's saying that it is a facial nerve, right? That's doing it. Make a song crazy popular with kids, immediately start worshiping Satan, jam demonic shit into the faces of all Gen Z teens. God starts smiting. Well, that's what they're saying.
That is facts. Hold on, let me read that again. Make a song crazy popular with kids, immediately start worshiping Satan, jam demonic crap into the faces of all the Gen Z teens, and then God will start smiting you. Oh, that is facts, bro. That is facts. Oh, man.
But I will remind you that Satanism has been mainstreamed and does get mainstreamed all the time, especially in the music industry. Who would forget at the Super Bowl when Ice Spice, sitting right next to Taylor Swift, who you know is going to be on big-time national TV, wears a upside-down cross necklace and starts doing like a satanic imagery with her hands. It's like in your face, right?
They're always watching. They're always waiting. They are all around you, and you don't even know it. The demons are always around you, and you don't even know it because they look like us. They walk like us. They talk like us. They eat like us. They are like us, but they're not us. So, because of all those things, they're easily able to blend in. See, y'all got to remember, demons were around when man was made, when earth was made, when God made Adam and Eve in the world. Demons were around. So they understand how to manipulate the human mind, how to trick the human mind. They understand how we operate, how we think, how to hypnotize you. So they know how to blend in with humanity. That's a fact.
I'll end with a verse from a real musician, Johnny Cash, music you can actually listen to. Run along for a long time, sooner or later, God will cut you down. You can run on for a long time, sooner or later, God will cut you down. All right. Let's see here. Let's see if I make sure I didn't miss any of you guys. Let me look at the Rumble rants, make sure I didn't miss any of you guys.
That is 100% facts. God's going to cut you down. And you know, while I was on a little bit of a rant earlier about Israel this and Israel that, anti-Israel, all these different things, the more and more people and other countries come out and they start trash talking Israel and talking about how they want to go to war against them and wipe them off the face of the earth and all this, that, and the third. You watch prophecy unfold right in front of your eyes. Because remember, God said that all the nations of the earth will come against Israel in the end times. All the nations of the earth will conspire against Israel. And the Euphrates River will dry up to make way for the kings of the east, I think it says. So the east or west. I don't remember exactly which one it is, which direction. But you get the point, right? Is that literally everything that God told John when he caught him up into heaven and showed him what would happen, everything that God told John was going to happen is happening right in front of your eyes. So if that's not sufficient enough motivation to get yourself on the right track, I don't think that there will ever be sufficient motivation for you to ever do so. You know, people always talk about, yeah, I read the Bible. You know, I was talking to somebody yesterday. They're asking me what Passover is, Pesach. And I asked them, I said, do you read the Bible? And they're like, yeah, I read the Bible. I said, you read Exodus? No. This is what's wrong with people. You pick and choose parts of the Bible that you want to read that tickle your ears, that make you feel good. But you don't read the parts of the Bible that scare you. And they scare you for good reason, to let you know, hey, you're fucking up. That's a fact. Uh, and the reason why I had asked that person if they had read Exodus is because in Exodus in Egypt, when God sent the angel of death, he told Moses to tell the Israelites to take a lamb or a goat in his first year. I think in his first year. I don't remember if it had to be first year or if it was just in general. But then he told them to slaughter it and take the blood and put it on the outer doorposts of their houses. And then they were to take that lamb and roast it and eat it with matzah. And whatever was left by day, they were to burn it up. But the reason why he told them to put it on their doorposts is so that when the angel of death came to take away the firstborn of the Egyptians and everybody else that lived in the land at that time, when he came across the house with the blood on the doorpost, he passed over that house. He passed over that house. He said that boy Giddy was the only one to score over 20 points. That's wild, bro. That is insane. Tyler Harrow had 38 points. That is insane. That's horrible, bro. The only one to score over 20 points. That is a shame. Straight up. He carried Chicago. That is a shame. Anyways, back to what I was saying. He said Kobe White airball four threes in a row and fouled himself. Oh, you can't make this up. How do you foul yourself, bro? Oh man, that is funny. That makes no sense at all whatsoever. But back to what I was saying. People pick and choose parts of the Bible that make them feel good. You need to read Revelation. Yes, Jesus said, if you love me, you will keep my commands, meaning to forgive one another 70 times 7 times, however many times they sin against you, to forgive them as many times as they do. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Yes, all of that. But Jesus wasn't all friendly. Y'all have to remember that he went off on the Pharisees. He went off on those who were leading people astray. He went off on those who were hypocrites. This is a fact. He spoke more about hell than he did heaven because it is real. Both of them are real, yes. But he spoke more about hell because of the dangers that people, even today still, mostly today, are in. They're in danger of being thrown into the lake of fire. That is a fact. Read Revelation, seriously. It is a good book. It is probably my favorite book in the Bible, honestly. If you read it, you will see when you will look back over the past like 5 years, 7 years. And when you as you're reading it, you're gonna think about something that happened or an event that happened or whatever. Whether it was an announcement that was made, something that was legalized, something that was illegalized, whatever the case may be. When you're reading it, you're going to think back on certain things that have happened. And you'll be like, yo, that happened. When it talks about pestilence and fires, COVID-19, the wildfires in California and everywhere else, the Euphrates River drying up. That thing has been drying up since like what, 2020, 2021? the world coming against Israel. Everybody hates Israel now. The rebuilding of the third Solomon temple. I heard that they was talking. I read an article about it that was talking about how they were looking to try and start the construction of the third temple sometime in 2025. I don't know if it will happen or not, but that's what they was talking about. All these things is real, bro, and it's literally unfolding right before your eyes. You read Revelation, and you're going to start to see these things lining up, and you're going to start to see the things that it talks about that had come to pass already. That is a fact. So with that being said, I got to go, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Make sure share with your friends, your families, your mummies, your aunties, your grannies, and everybody else that y'all know. And we're going to get up on out of here. Deuces.